I thought Ronnie's Hot Donuts in Houma, Louisiana couldn't be beat, but Arkansas's donut holes can't be touched. Everybody got each their bag on their way to Mount Nebo State Park, and they were still asking for my donuts after they ate all of theirs. And if you've ever been to Mount Nebo, you probably know eating a bag of donuts before going up it probably wasn't a good idea. They have 11 switchbacks getting to the top of the mountain. It feels like you're on a roller coaster ride and you're sitting in the seat and you're just going like up the track. It's so steep. My ears were popping like crazy. I was getting so nauseous and car sick. It was horrible. But these views made it so worth it. This is the first overlook when you first get up there, and it is just so pretty. The amount of hikers and bikers we seen up here were crazy. It was a cool 80 degrees up in the mountain, and it just felt so good. They had a little trailhead right by this outlook, so we went and walked down it a good ways. It was so pretty, and it was so wide of a trail. They even have a trail that overlooks some waterfalls and some springs, but that one's like strenuous, and it's like 45 minutes for a quarter mile of a trail. We didn't come to hike. We really just came to sightsee. I was in sandals. Callieanne was in boots. That would have just been a disaster waiting to happen, so we skipped out on that. This is the Cornwell house they made into a museum. This family lived here with their 6 kids. They have so much history here on this mountain. They used to have this big hotel until it got burnt down. They had barracks for the veterans who built a lot of the structures on the mountain. And a really interesting fact is a lady named Miss White is the one who named the mountain Mount Nebo. They say when she sat upon the bench and then looked at that magnificent view upon her, that it must have been similar to what Moses saw when he seen the promised land. I thought that was so cool. The visitor center was our next stop. They have such a cool back porch you can sit on, and it's even a trailhead for one of the trails. These were some of the switchbacks we had to drive up. They were just crazy. Aaron had all the kids in the visitor center at one point, and I was on the back porch by myself, and it was just so surreal. It's hard to even take in that you're looking at this big of an expanse. I'm never alone for too long though. The kids came find me, and then we ended up going walk down to the trailhead. It literally feels like you're gonna walk off the cliff because it just like drops off. The trailhead does turn though, and then you just step down some steep steps, but it did not look like a kid-friendly trail, so we just stayed far away from it. This is just such a great spot though to come do a picnic, family photos. It was just so nice. Then we moved on and kept exploring, and we actually made it next to the sunset point. So if you want to go watch the sunset, you would come sit on this bend, and then if you want to watch the sunrise, you would come sit on this bend. Like, how cool is that? We did a little more exploring, and then we headed to Foodies in Russellville, Arkansas. This is a Mediterranean place, and they had the best gyros. If you're in town, definitely check them out.